Asphalt, Urban GT2 might not be on everyone's radar these days, but for those of us who spent our early 2000s racing on our PSPs while waiting for our parents to finish grocery shopping, it holds a special place in our hearts. Released back in 2005, this game was Gameloft's shot at bringing the thrill of street racing to Sony's handheld console, and honestly, they did a pretty good job, especially considering it was a mobile-to-PSP port. Let's be honest though, this game wasn't trying to compete with Gran Turismo. Instead, it was all about that wild arcade racing vibe where the laws of physics took a backseat to pure fun and nitrous-fueled excitement. Long before Asphalt 9 came along with its flashy graphics and endless microtransactions, Urban GT2 offered a refreshingly simple experience. No energy bars or in-game purchases, just you, your car, and the open road ahead. Urban GT2 keeps things pretty straightforward. You drive fast, weave through traffic, hit that nitro boost, and every now and then send your fellow racers flying into a fiery mess. The handling? Let's just say it's a bit enthusiastically loose. Drifting feels like you're trying to control a refrigerator on ice, but once you get the hang of it, it can actually be a blast. The car lineup is surprisingly good, featuring licensed rides from brands like Lamborghini, Hummer, Ducati, and even that quirky little Lotus Elise that always seemed to be giving you the side eye. Customization is pretty basic, but still fun. Just throw on some decals, tweak your performance stats, and voila, you've got yourself a speed machine. The game offers a nice mix of race types, including the usual circuit races and elimination rounds, but my favorite has to be the cop chases. Getting chased by the police in Urban GT2 feels a lot like Need for Speed, but with a bit more chaos. Those cops are aggressive and relentless, often causing more trouble for themselves than for you. Urban GT2 had its charm, especially for its time. The PSP wasn't exactly known for its power, but the game offered some pretty detailed environments, bright visuals, and a thrilling sense of speed that made it a blast to play. Sure, the cars on the road looked like they were made out of cardboard, and the explosions were about as realistic as old cartoons action. But honestly, who cared? You were too busy zooming through vibrant city streets at 200 miles per hour. And let's talk about the soundtrack. It was a wild mix. The game featured licensed tracks from artists like Moby and the Pussycat Dolls. Yep, you heard that right. There's something oddly satisfying about drifting around a corner in a Lamborghini Gallardo while Don't Cha blasts in the background. It really set the mood. Now, if we look at Urban GT2 compared to today's mobile and handheld racing games, it's clear that titles like Asphalt 9 and Grid Autosport have taken things to a whole new level with their stunning graphics, realistic physics, and crazy online multiplayer action. But you know what those modern games are missing? That pure, no-frills, jump-in-and-play fun. Urban GT2 didn't make you grind for ages just to unlock a car. There were no annoying microtransactions to deal with. It simply handed you a fast car and said, go have fun. Sure, Asphalt 9 might look sharper, play more smoothly, and feature real physics, but it's also bogged down with loot boxes, timers, and a feeling that you're constantly being charged for every little upgrade. Urban GT2 was straightforward, a bit chaotic, and maybe a little rough around the edges, but that's exactly what made it enjoyable.